Let us bring in Kumar Kumarendran from the British Tamils Forum. Huda Abdul Hamid reporting there on the investigators who are going to different parts of the island to prepare their own investigation. Well, what do you make of that? They say that they're a fair judicial process to follow?
The High Commissioner, UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, when he released the report, made it quite clear that domestic investigation in Sri Lanka will not be credible, looking at the past experience. Basically, he was saying that you cannot trust the Sri Lankan government. The Sri Lankan foreign minister was saying that you can trust us now.
This was the old government, wasn't it?
No, this is the new government.
This was the new government?
The new foreign minister.
So the UN Human Rights Commissioner said you can't trust Sirisena, President Sirisena?
Not in so many words. He said that the domestic investigation will not be credible.
Yeah.
And also the Sri Lankan judiciary system cannot handle such horrendous crimes as war crimes and crimes against humanity.
But the president said, listen, there will be an independent investigation. So were you surprised when he suddenly said, no, there isn't going to be?
Correct. Well, he said in the UN Human Rights Council, Sri Lanka signed up. It's a co-sponsor of the resolution.
So it was pushing hard for it.
Exactly. And now going back on an international agreement is unbelievable. Now, our Prime Minister, David Cameron, when he went to Sri Lanka, was so forceful. He was calling for an international independent investigation. And he was one of the main players in bringing about this resolution in the Human Rights Council. And we at the British Tamils Forum, we have always called for an international independent investigation into war crimes and crimes against humanity.
What do you think is behind the president's apparent change of heart?
He's ill-advised, I think. As far as we are concerned, things have not changed in Sri Lanka. It's just new faces, but the same policy. We want the military in Sri Lanka, north and east, to be withdrawn, because according to Jasmine Suka, expert on human rights, she said that they still have, sexual harassment, sexual violence, torture, intimidation, all that happening in northeast of Sri Lanka.
And is there still a big military presence there?
Yes, there's a huge presence, and we want Mr. Sirisena to withdraw that, because there is another problem with the investigation. People will not come forward to give evidence. Witness protection will be a problem. People will give evidence and suddenly they will disappear.
How do you take this forward now that the president has, in your opinion, gone back on what he said before and is defying the UN Human Rights Council? It is, in the end, just his decision, isn't it?
It's an international agreement.
But without his approval, nobody can proceed with it.
Well, the UN Human Rights Council High Commissioner, we believe he's going to Sri Lanka next month. He can press Sri Lankan government. He can make Mr. Sirisena understand what co-sponsorship means. And he should ask Mr. Sirisena to fully implement the resolution. And also, if Mr. Sirisena is a true believer in democracy, he should have a referendum among Tamils, including people living outside, because a fair proportion of Tamils are living outside Sri Lanka, to find out what they really want, because he's talking about constitutional changes and so on. And also, we want the European Union to hold on to the GSP Plus concession until this resolution is fully implemented. Mr. Wickremesinghe, the Prime Minister of Sri Lanka, recently said in Switzerland that the people who surrendered have to be presumed dead. What has the Sri Lankan government done with them? We at the British Tamil Forum, we have evidence to show that who surrendered where, to which China command and all that.
Okay. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.